Before Columbus, a fearless Viking tribe sought the ends of the earth, daring to sail beyond the believed limits of the world, from Greenland. Their thirst for conquest and adventure was legendary, but their encounter with Native Americans brought an unanticipated end to their expansion. Almighty Viking warriors disappeared mysteriously, leaving a rich tapestry of tales and questions. Where did their unwavering strength go? Their tale is one that shows might does not always prevail. Join us as we unravel the unknown aftermath of the Vikings after battling the Native Americans. Our story starts with the fiery Erik Rowie Orvoldson, or Erik the Red, as his red hair and beard earned him the nickname. An Icelandic man with a temper as hot as his hair. Erik's wild character was well known, a red flag in the peaceful lands of Norway. His homeland was rife with tales of unexplored territories, hidden treasures, and mythical lands, sparking an adventurous spirit in young Erik. He yearned to venture to Iceland, starting anew with his family. But Erik's fiery temper was his downfall when a property dispute with a neighbor resulted in bloodshed. Mirroring the violent past of his exiled father, Erik, too, was banished from Iceland. But rather than seeing this as a defeat, Erik envisioned it as the start of an epic adventure. He loaded his family onto a ship and set sail for the mythical West he'd heard so much about. This newfound area was named Greenland by Erik, an ironic choice given its harsh, unforgiving landscape. But Erik and his followers were determined, carving out a life in this arid land and establishing two colonies. They explored the uncharted territories, finding hidden valleys and rivers, all while battling the bitter cold. Word spread of Erik's achievements in Greenland, attracting groves of other Vikings. Among them was Erik's son, Leif Erikson, who decided to expand their territory even further. He discovered land to the west of their Norse colony in Greenland and named it Vinland. After tasting success in Vinland, Leif's brother Thorvald sought to make his mark. In 1002 AD, he successfully led his crew to Vinland and settled there for 2 years, until a shocking discovery brought their peaceful existence to a halt. The Viking settlement in North America during the 10th and 11th centuries led to an inevitable conflict with the native inhabitants, the Native Americans. The indigenous people were trading iron tools, nails, and ornaments for animal products, despite their limited metallurgy skills. But the arrival of foreign settlers threatened this system, setting the stage for the first violent encounter. During a camping expedition in Scandinavia, Thorvald's troops discovered 3 bumps in a fjord, concealing 9 men. Suspecting them to be spies, the Vikings took swift action, leaving 8 Native Americans dead. One managed to escape, alerting his tribe to the danger. The next day, a large group of armed Native Americans attacked the Viking camp. Thorvald's outnumbered forces fell to the Native Americans, and Thorvald himself was fatally wounded by an arrow. He requested a burial on a nearby cliff, becoming the first Viking to be buried in North America. The saga of Erik the Red and the Greenlanders motivated further Viking expeditions to the New World. In 1010, Viking leader Thorfinn Karlsefni discovered Newfoundland, a significant settlement. Karlsefni and his crew moved further and set up another colony in a place they named Lanso Meadows. But the 3 years the Vikings spent there were far from peaceful. Despite their superior weaponry, the Vikings could not maintain harmony with the Native Americans. A bull escaping from its cage in the Viking camp incited terror among the natives. They saw it as a sign of impending doom and launched an attack on the Viking settlement, killing 2 men. The Vikings may have established a settlement in the territory of the Native Americans, but several factors prevented them from maintaining a long-term presence. The vast difference is in lifestyle and culture between the Vikings and Native Americans were a significant hurdle. The Vikings, accustomed to harsh conditions and reliant on raiding neighboring settlements for survival, clashed with the more peaceful, community-oriented lifestyle of the Native Americans. Communication was another problem. The language barrier between the Old Norse-speaking Vikings and the Native Americans, with their diverse indigenous languages, likely led to misunderstandings and conflicts. The Vikings also lacked the necessary resources and support from their homeland, unlike the later European colonizers. The climate was another factor. Initially, the Vikings enjoyed a warmer, more hospitable climate, but the advent of the Ice Age in the 12th century made sea routes impassable and led to food shortages. The Viking population dwindled from 150,000 to a meager 50,000. Their survival was at stake, forcing them to abandon their North American settlements. The Vikings, known for their fearlessness and resilience, embarked on a daring journey to the New World, only to find that their strength and weaponry were not enough to overcome cultural differences and the forces of nature. Their encounter with the Native Americans left an indelible mark on history, prompting intriguing questions about their sudden disappearance. In their journey's tale, we learn that the strongest do not always prevail, and adaptation is the key to survival, a valuable lesson from the Vikings saga. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share if you enjoyed our journey into the past. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss another intriguing exploration.